Hello, Zalalam from 2620 IsaacTube. Today we will discuss about interfaces, how to create interfaces. But before that, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, and if you like the video, like, comment and share. So we create interfaces exactly like we create classes, but we use the keyword interface. So here we can create interface in a new package. In the root directory, let's create a new package called animal package. Here we will create the interface. Okay, we call it animal interface. Okay, so here the ID will create you the bare bones interface file. So here we will define some methods. So here we can say who am I, and we stop here. So here in interfaces you create declarations of the methods. You will implement them in the implementing class, but as we have discussed, we can have constants, static variables, and private methods if needed, and those private methods need to be implemented because they are to be used within the interface. We can also implement some methods as well. Let's create another method here, and third one. Okay, so here we will create a class that implements this interface. Okay, so let's create a class that implements this interface. Okay, so let's say lion class and finish it. So here we are going to implement animal interface here. So we say implements and then animal interface. So here, if you have more than one interface to be implemented by the lion class, you are going to use comma and then add your additional interfaces. But for now, this is enough. So we have got red underline in the lion class. This is because we have to implement the methods that we have created in animal interface. That's what the compiler is complaining about. So when you press Alt Enter, the or options enter in the Mac, you will get the recommendation. So you click implement all abstract methods, and then you will get all of them. So here we will say we have to return a specific one. So here we will say I am a lion. That's one. Return roar, and then here we will say. So here is the implementation with the lion class. Okay, so let's create one more class and see how we can change the implementation of the methods in the, let's call it zebra, and we finish, and there we have to say implements and animal interface. So here we will implement the methods. Okay, so we implemented in zebra class by returning I am zebra. Okay, so here we will say, let's say shout, and then here we will say okay, that's all. So here in the lion class we said I am lion, roar, and I eat meat, and in the zebra class we implemented it differently. That's how you use interfaces to implement specific implementation in the specific implementing class. So when we initialize classes, we can initialize by their name. So here we will import the package, and then we have got the line. Okay, that's one way. The other way is we could say animal interface. This one is possible. Okay, so here we have imported lion. We can make it star, and the error will be gone. So that's one of the ways we can import packages, a class in a specific package. So because we are going to import lion, zebra, and animal interface, it's better to use the star rather than mentioning 3 lines of import statements. Okay, so that's one way. So here, one of the important benefits of interface is runtime polymorphism. So we can say animal, and then how I speak is also possible. Okay, we can print it here, and now we can say animal is equals to new zebra. Okay, so now we can use how I speak here. So if you compile this one at here, it will print roar, and here it will print shout. Okay, so that's how the compiler identifies which method we are calling after assigning the animal reference interface variable to the class that implements the interface. So we can use the interface reference variable to initiate or initialize the class that implements this interface. Okay, and we can also see the concepts of extending interface. So we can say a new interface, and we call it animal interface, and we finish it here. Okay, now we can say extends. So here we are extending the animal interface like we used to extend classes. We use the word extends in interfaces to extend the interface. So here we can have, let's say, how I reproduce, and here I have got an error because we can't have implementations here. Okay, so here we have got the abstract method here. So if I want to have a private method, I will call default, and then I will have the implementation. This will be a private method. Okay, so now we will remove the implementation, and we will see what will be happening when we implement this interface in a class. Let's call this one fish, and implement the water animal interface. Okay, here we have to say implements, not implement. Okay, so here when we implement the methods, this class will implement the methods from the water animal interface as well as the animal interface. Okay, so here we will say how I reproduce. Okay, who am I, how I speak, and what I eat. These are the methods that we have declared in animal interface. Okay, so if you extend a sub interface or a child interface, the class that implements this child interface will have to implement all the methods in the inheritance chain. That's why these methods were included in the implementation of the class. That's it for this video. Thank you for your time.